I've struggled a lot with negative thoughts of worthlessness and fearing what others think of me that flood my mind the moment I wake up. They are complete lies to the truth that I am loved by God and there is nothing to fear. But as I've made it a priority to consistently read the Bible, it has completely transformed myself in having boldness and a steadfast knowing that God's got my back no matter what happens. So every thought and feeling that says you're not worthy, you're not good enough, combat it with the truth. I am worthy by what Jesus has done for me, granting me salvation by dying on the cross in my place. I am made right and free from death as His grace and love covers me. Not my thoughts. That is against the truth of what He says I am. So keeping my mind grounded on the Word in the mornings completely changes the trajectory of my day. Lean in and experience God's Word today that is truly, truly transformative. So it was our 1 year anniversary and I am just out shopping at the city today, getting a few goodies, and I also later on was working on a short little video that I made to surprise him for our 1 year that is already uploaded. And then I just put a whole bunch of things in like a little gift box, made a little booklet of some photos, and my friend also owns a cake business and she suggested that I do the design for the cake. So I did that, which was really fun. A little bit of a struggle though.
Yes. Hey, no.
It's really cute.
Actually, girl.
A little cake too.
Aww.
Happy anniversary.
Aww. What? Oh, Jin. Wow. Whoa. But that's like, I don't want to eat it. It looks so cool.
It's what time we get it straight. Give me a minute if it ain't too late. That's true. 무리였나 봐, babe. 애만 깊이만 해준 채 버티기가 이만큼 힘든데. Stay with me till the end of the day. Maybe could be slow dancing until the morning. We could be romancing the night away.
Hello. So this is my makeup look that I'm gonna film today. It is a natural smoky eye. It's got like a chocolate brown eye look with a mauvey nude feel with like the blush and the lips. This is the look I'm gonna be doing today. If you want to know how I got this look, then continue watching. So before I begin with the makeup look, let's do some skin prep. I have been loving this Glossier exfoliating skin perfector. This just removes any of patchiness, dry skin, and I like to focus this like the pores and any places that are rough or just need a bit of help and need a bit of smoothing for the surface. Yeah, this is really good if you find that your makeup application is looking a bit flaky or bumpy or just textured.
I could spend every single.
So yeah, I like to focus on the chin as well, nose and forehead, because that's where I have quite a bit of pores. Bit red, but my nose is and whole face is feeling a lot smoother and ready for makeup application. This here is one of my affordable daily moisturizers I like to use. It's the Japanese brand from Cezanne. It's really light, it's not too heavy, especially before I apply some makeup. And I also recently got bangs and they've grown out so much already. It's been like 2 weeks now and I think I need to trim it myself. For sunscreen, I'm gonna use this one. This is the MECCA Save Face sunscreen. This is really, really good. It's like not sticky at all. It's perfect. It's like kind of like a lotion, like moisturizer. So it's like not even sticky and it just blends beautifully right in. It's like perfect for makeup and it has a really nice light but kind of like rosy smell. So it smells really good. I'm gonna keep the base super light and glowy. I'm first gonna go in with this L'Oreal concealer. This is the True Match one in the shade Vanilla. As you guys have seen in the intro of this video, I started off with a little bit of a vlog and my morning routine. You might be wondering why I'm really big on reading the Bible and praying. So I've been a Christian for I think almost 5 years. I think it's nearing 5 years now, which is crazy how fast time flies. It was like during COVID when I started going to church, like a few months before COVID. But I must say that, you know, getting to know Christ and just everything of his goodness and the stories and hearing other people's testimonies and actually tangibly, visibly seeing how he's been working like in the church, in my life, in my friends' lives. It's been surreal. I think when you get to know God, he really is the sweetest thing ever. And I'm gonna put this on next. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I love this. I use this like almost every day. It just adds the most nicest natural glow without being too cakey. It's just like a flawless glowy filter, as it is called, flawless filter. So yeah, I think the more I seek him, the more I spend time with him, intentional time, he just gets sweeter and sweeter and can never stop learning and growing in faith and about who he is. And it really does answer all my questions like about life, and really is the answer to like everything in the way that I live, in why I live, in who I live for. It's all pointed to Jesus and the cross. It sounds probably really foreign if you've never really heard about it or didn't grow up hearing about it, as it was for me too. I was born in a Buddhist household, so every time I hear people talking about it, preaching about it, it sounds absolutely bizarre. And it's only when God decides to reveal it to you and open your heart to see the beauty and the truth. It's a gift from God to be able to, I guess, have faith and believe in it. It's something that we can ask God for, to give us understanding and eyes to see the truth and the way that he sees things. Next thing, I'm gonna do a bit of color correcting with this peach shade. This is the NYX palette. As you can see, I've used a lot of it because it's really, really good and it adds a lot of brightening to the under eyes. One thing that I drastically realized compared to who I was before I knew God is, I guess, living in the world. I think before I used to live a lot for people's approval, out of people pleasing, fearing of judgment, or looking a certain way just by culture and what we deem is successful and right, running after the things of the world. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this foundation. This is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is a really, really good foundation because it's super thin and lightweight, but it's waterproof. So I like to just apply this on any areas I want to brighten or have a bit more coverage. And yeah, this is just really long wearing but super thin, and you only need a small amount, and it's like very skin-like. So that's why I like this. And just the longevity of this is great. And I forgot to put primer, guys. Let's pretend I put it, but I've been using the Stila one. This one's really good. Makes my skin brighter, and at the end of the day, it makes my makeup still look fresh and prevents any smudging and moving of the makeup. I did like half with the primer and half without. I noticed that with the primer, the eye makeup that I had didn't smudge and it was still really fresh, whereas the other side was, you can see it kind of wearing away and smudging out. So I have realized that primer makes such a big difference. Now, as I pursue in like living for God, following Him in everything, with all choices, with all decisions, and just everything that I do, yeah, I realized back then I was really just living in darkness and living in such a way that is so fleeting that in the end is kind of worthless, that doesn't really amount to anything of value. It's things that are just perishable and things that are fleeting. So now, following God, my heart and my mind is set on heaven and the things above, His ways, instead of like me like striving for riches of this world, like money, status, all these things that are out of my own striving, pride and ego, chasing, you know. I don't need to chase anymore. I'm just here to do what He's purposed for me, what He has willed for me, and I just try to seek every day, following that, surrendering to that. And for me, it truly is the best and most purposeful and fulfilling way to live, because God is so satisfying, and I really do hope that every one of you may be able to experience that. You can just start with a Google search of who God is, or trying to read the Word and asking for Him to help you understand, have eyes to see, and have a heart that truly doesn't have walls up but actually want to seek Him, and He will reveal, and you'll find Him when you seek Him with all your heart. Okay, now I'm going to powder my face. I have been using this religiously. This is the Décolleté Loose Powder. This is a Japanese brand. What I like about this, and I have never come across a product like this before, is because it's mattifying, but it sets the face, but it has a bit of like a luminous sheen. So it doesn't completely like mattify your face, but it sets the face while still looking luminous. So it's like a luminous powder. It's like still very, you can see that sheen. It's just the best powder if you just want a glowy look without making your face fully flat and matte. So I just apply this all over, concentrating it on my like under eye and center of the face, because that's where my makeup wears off the most, and I want to have most coverage in this section under my eyes. So yeah, God is, Jesus is my guide in all things, in all that I do, in all that I live, in every step I take. Everything that I was seeking before, seeking fulfillment in, satisfaction in, worthiness in, it's all found in God, and it's all found in His Word, and all the answers are there. Most of the answers are there. So now the face is set and luminous. What I've been liking to do is getting an actual like mattifying powder, because this powder sets the face, but I find that because it is more on the luminous side, it doesn't have full staying power, to be honest. And I mean, I guess you could pack more and that could help, but I do like a natural enough layer, especially because I have bangs now. I'm gonna grab this Innisfree powder. This is a mineral powder. It's translucent and it has a little puff. I like to place this on my forehead because it makes that area matte, and throughout the day there'll be less of that oil transfer, so it'll help keep my bangs dry. And then I like to also apply a little bit on the under eyes. And I like this because it's like really compactable, so I can just bring it with me everywhere. Let's do the brows. I'm using this Can Make brow pencil. This is my second one, and I bought a shade too light, so my brows has been looking a bit brown, but that's okay. It's not too noticeable. But I've been trying to finish it because I don't want to waste it. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you guys believers? Do you believe in God? Do you believe that there is something out there? What's like your view and standpoint? And if you are Christian, where are you at in your faith now? I really like talking about these things, and it'd be good to have these discussions that I think can be quite fruitful and edifying, because I guess so much of this world and so much of like the media is all for like the trends and following particular like idols, being a particular, you know, someone. And yeah, we need more of these wholesome talks of life that are not always the most like clickbaity and interesting at first, but it's quite purposeful and something that can be lasting and not just a quick little fix and entertainment. Okay, so I ran out of my clear brow gel. I'm gonna show you guys a tip that I like to do if I do want to have my brows a bit more sleek, but I've finished my product. Hairspray. Grab some hairspray and your spoolie, and then just okay, and then make your brows on fleek. This is also good if you want to like put hairspray on like a more particular area of your hair as well, especially bangs. There we go. Let's move on to the eyes now, the key part of this makeup look. So I always start by curling my lashes because that helps with my placement of my eyeliner and how I want to angle the eye makeup. So I'm gonna get this NARS Cream Stick eyeshadow. It's in the shade Mambo Total Seduction eyeshadow stick. So it's really big, but this has really good wearing power. Cream eyeshadow sticks just last all day. It's like a smudge proof eyeliner but in like a bigger form. So I'm going to use this as like my eyeliner. Draw a slight line on the end going outward, focusing the darkest spots on the lash line, and then quickly getting a little brush and just diffusing it outward and extending the line. For this kind of look and positioning, the shape of the eyeliner, I like to do it kind of like a straight wing, extending from my natural like outer corner. And then I'm gonna apply a bit more product. Sometimes I'd like to even just get a bit like straight from the stick if I want to add like a more specific area with more product. And just bring it in all the way on the lash line. I also like to slightly tightline with this too. And let's do the same to the other eye. After that, I'm going to grab this eyeshadow palette. This is the Morphe one called Outer Space. It's like a mauvey pinky brown toned palette. I like it because it's not too warm as well, because I find that more like orangey warm things don't really look good on me. I feel like more cooler tones suit my complexion, which these pinks and browns are really cool. I'm gonna grab this shade right here. And I'm going to shadow the liner, focusing the darkness like on the lash line and the top line of the eyeliner rather than the bottom, keeping that kind of like soft and diffused. There we go, just like that. So once I've done the same to both eyes, I'm going to put a light amount of the paler shade just on like the lid because I crease a lot here if it's not set. Next up, grabbing a bit more of a bigger shader brush. This is the Morphe 167 brush. I'm going to grab majority of this shade and a touch of that dark one. Adding that to the outer lower lash line, just diffusing that color and connecting the top liner. I think why I like to use a little bit of a bigger smudge brush is because when I pop it here, the product, I guess, in the middle of the brush, I'm able to place it flat on my eye and that would kind of diffuse like down here a little bit, not only on the lower lash line, but it just helps with the blending. And then getting a bit more of just that darker shade, putting it closer to the lash line. Now grabbing a pointy brush, get that light shade again and pop it right under here, and then adding the middle sparkle shade. This is like a pinky kind of rose gold shimmer, and then placing that right under that lower lash line to brighten and add some sparkle. This definitely just also opens and enlarges the eye a little bit, giving a bit more of a fresher, awake look. I like to recurl my lashes because by now my lashes have drooped down a little bit. And now with my favorite mascara. This is the Heroin Make Brown Mascara, and I just love brown mascara, especially with this brown smoky eye look. Trick to add more volume is to start right at the root and just wiggle consecutively and like little mini wiggles. And then when it gets to the tip, kind of just lightly extending it. Now for the blush, I'm using this NARS one called Dolce Vita. It's like a beautiful deep mauvey pink with a bit of like brown, a tiny tinge of like purpley too, but I love these colors. Yeah, it's just subtle, not over the top, and it matches this kind of Coke chocolate like brown smoky look because it's like a toned down pink. Yeah, I love this. A romantic pink. Then for a bit of highlighter, I'm going to use this cream one by Bobbi Brown. This is like a champagne-y kind of light golden beige. So it's a really nice like natural sheen. So I'm going to add a bit of that to the tops of my cheekbone. The Flawless filter already makes it really glowy, but this just adds a little bit more extra glow. To add a bit more brightness to the face, powdering under here. These days I've been like skipping contour, so I'm not going to do that today. For the lips, I'm going to use this Cosmetica lip liner. This is in the shade Max, So this is their hyaluronic contouring lip liner. So it comes in like a little twist, creamy contour, like brown nude shade. Good because I kind of want to deepen my lips a bit and have that, you know, natural brown shade to match the smoky look. But it's really natural. It's kind of like my lips, but a little bit more browny nude. And then going in with the Morphe Soulmate Mousse Lip in the shade Honey. And then just to soften it and diffuse the top lip, I like to blend it out with my finger. Okay, and that is the completed look. Let's spray the face. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Stay All Day Setting Spray. They have a matte version now, and I tried it in store and wow. Like, I did one hand matte spray, and then the original and the mattifying one was actually matte, like completely soft matte. It was so nice. But we're gonna go with the original today. The look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this smoky, soft, natural makeup tutorial. This is my go-to favorite smoky look. Just like the soft, smoky brown eyes with the mauvey blush and nude lips. It's my favorite smoky look when I'm feeling a little bit deep and smoky and I want to make myself look a bit cuter. Hope you guys enjoyed today and thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. God loves you and I'll see you in my next one. Bye everyone.